everyone, and welcome back to your mat, to class. So today we're going to work through some heart openings, gentle back bends, just feeling out into our bodies. So coming to the mat, sitting on your mat, comfortable seat, cross-legged position, closing down the eyes, and just bringing your hands on top of your legs, maybe resting the palms on top of the knees. Really stacking that spine, so sitting slightly back on top of your sitting bones. And then just gently closing the eyes, stacking the head and the neck on top of the spine. And then gently starting to breathe here, bringing awareness into your body, into the breath. We're going to take 5 rounds of breath here. So when you're ready, we take both palms, stack them on top of each other and bringing them in on top of your chest. So just at the sternum, resting your hands. We inhale, we expand through the belly, through the lungs, through the top of the chest, feeling the hands rise on the chest. Hold it here for a moment. And then exhale all the way out the nose. So our 3-part breath. Inhale through the nose, sealing off the lips. Expanding the belly, the lungs, the top of the chest. And then exhale all the way out the nose. Let's take 2 more rounds like this. So inhale, belly, lungs, top of the chest. Feeling the expansion, exhale out the nose. One more time. Inhale, belly expands, lungs expand, top of the chest lift, maybe even the collarbones. One more sip of air in here. And let it go out the nose, maybe even sigh out the mouth. Bringing hands to heart center, thumbs touching the sternum, Anjali Mudra. Today we'll be flowing with the idea of love, and giving and receiving it. So sealing that intention, bowing the forehead to fingertips, preparing the body for some movement. Gently opening the eyes, bringing the palms to the knees. We inhale, reach the chest forward, open the chest, slight back bend. Exhale, rounding the back, clasping the hands, palms facing forward. So just some cat-cow variations in a seated position. Inhale, lifting the chest, guiding that chest open and forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. One last time. Inhale, reaching the chest forward. Exhale, doming, contracting into the navel, rounding the spine. Inhale, lifting the chest, bringing the fingertips behind you. Fingertips facing away from the body. And then exhale, lifting the chest up, rolling the shoulders up, back and down, away from the ears. And gently just lifting, opening up the front side of the body. Deep breath in here and exhale. Do your next inhale, crawling the body upright. Bringing the hands back to the knees, and we're just going to start taking some gentle rolls into the back. So gently going from side to side, any side. Bit of intuitive movement here, so doing what you feel feels good. Allowing the head to move with this movement, so really heavy and relaxed neck. 2 more rounds this side. Inhale to come up, exhale to go down. Your next inhale coming back to center, then on to the other side, reversing the movement, reversing the circles. Inhale up, exhale center, allowing the back to really move through all the ranges of motion. So deep extension, side bend, flexion, and side bend once again. One last round here. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale coming center, and then exhale coming all the way over the knees or making your way into a tabletop position. So coming into tabletop. Knees are hip width apart, hips stacked over knees, shoulders stacking over wrists, and hands are nicely wide spread onto your mat. Really gripping your mat with your hands, so lifting the palms off the floor, active in those hands, your Hasta Bandha. Inhale, dropping the belly. For more traditional cow, exhale, doming the spine, cat. Just one more round here as a transition. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the sitting bones. Exhale, cat. Inhale, coming tabletop. Lifting the right leg up, extending it towards the back. And then exhale, knee to nose, doming the back, contracting into the navel. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, contract. 2 more rounds here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend, dropping the foot to the floor, toes to touch. And then coming onto the fingertips, opening into the chest. A slight back bend, a slight arch in the lower spine. And then coming all the way back to center, reaching forward, tabletop position. Onto the other side, inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more rounds. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend, floating that foot down, toes come to touch. Coming onto the fingertips once again. Inhale, lifting the chest, slight arch into the back. Exhale here. And next inhale, returning back to center, returning back to tabletop. Taking a moment, just feeling it out on tabletop, shifting the hips from left to right. Maybe even looking over each hip point, almost as if you're wagging your tail. Inhale, center, exhale, looking over. 2 more like this. Last time. And then coming back to tabletop, long back, long neck. Exhale, big toes to touch, knees wide apart, child's pose. So just a moment in child's pose. Breathing in here. Your next inhale, coming to the fingertips. Coming back to tabletop, so knees and feet are hip width apart. Hips are still stacked over the knees, and we're just gently going to walk our fingertips forward onto the mat. So really walking it as far forward as you can, and then starting to melt that chest, chin and forehead to the mat. So this is called our puppy's pose. Still keeping the integrity of the 90 degrees in the legs, so you really want to stack those hips on top of the knees. And then just allowing the chest to be really heavy on the mat. Inhale here, exhale. If you're having some strain in the knees, maybe tucking the toes, bringing the weight off the knees slightly. Do next inhale, crawling all the way forward, lowering the belly to the mat, lowering the head, stacking the hands on top of each other for Crescent, Crocodile Pose. So hands are stacked, forehead is stacked on top of hands. And then just being here for a moment. Your next inhale, fingertips come to the mat. Slightly wider than the shoulders. Feet are slightly apart and legs are really relaxed. So maybe just wiggling the hips from side to side, disengaging the legs completely. Inhale, lifting the head, the neck, the chest, coming onto the fingertips, and then exhale, rolling all the way down. So this is called rolling cobras, just rolling through the spine, really trying to articulate through the back to every vertebra. So inhale up, exhale down. Just 2 more of these. Inhale up, reaching the chest forward. Exhale down, last time. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. Propping yourself onto your forearms for our Sphinx pose. So just coming to your forearms, resting on your elbows, really widespread in the fingers, and you're trying to grip the mat by pulling the shoulders and the elbows back. So shoulders are out of the ears, so maybe allowing them to fall into the ears, and then actively pushing out, lifting them down the back, reaching the chest forward once again. So thinking of this point of the sternum, trying to open and expand out. Again, relaxed in the legs, disengaging the glutes, maybe shaking the legs out. Inhale here. Exhale all the way down, Crescent, Crocodile. So again, stacking the hands, stacking the forehead. Taking a moment. Breathing through the space. Beautiful. Your next inhale, palms coming underneath the shoulders, pushing back, tabletop, tucking the toes. Inhale here, exhale, downward facing dog, lifting the sitting bones. So bending the knees as much as you need to, sitting bones lifting towards the ceiling. Gaze is in between the knees, so heavy head, shaking it, yes, nodding it, no. Active in the arms. Shoulders are down the back, rolling away from the ears. And then the elbows are hugging in towards the midline of the body. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, looking forward. Stepping forward, so bringing right leg in between the hands. Hands are framing the foot. Untucking the toes, lowering back knee. Inhale all the way up. Yanasana, half crescent lunge. Exhale, bending the elbows, lifting the chest for a cactus arm variation, and then inhale all the way up. So we're not dumping into our hips here, we're really lifting out of the hips. So rather coming more of your weight into the back of the knee. We don't want to lose the integrity of our hip flexors, so really active lifting out. Inhale up. Exhale, bending those elbows, a slight back bend, lifting the chest. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, open. Inhale. And then exhale all the way down, fingertips grazing the mat, tucking the back toes, straightening the knee. And then coming into our warrior one position. So inhale all the way up, grounding the back foot, grounding the sole of the foot, deep bend into the right knee, and both hip points are facing forward, squaring off the hips. Inhale, rising up with the arms. Exhale, bringing the arms behind you, clasping the hands at the base of the spine, and maybe, just maybe, teasing that chest open, rolling the shoulders back, allowing the shoulder blades to hug behind you, almost as if you're squeezing a grape in between the shoulder blades. So a nice chest stretch here. Releasing the grip, releasing that all the way. And then coming down once again. Flipping the toes. Knee comes back to the mat. Untucking the toes and then just bringing that leg all the way back. Tabletop position. Inhale, tucking the toes. Exhale, lifting downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale onto the other side, bending the left knee this time, bringing that right knee down to the ground, untucking the back toes. And then Yanasana on the other side, lifting the hips again, active in the posture. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, cactusing the arms, opening up. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, cactusing the arms. Last time, inhale up. Exhale all the way down. Tucking the back toes, straightening the knee, and then grounding the back sole of the foot. So the outer blade of the foot also grounded. Inhale, lifting up. Warrior one on the left side. I'm just turning around so you can see me. So both hip points facing forward. Feet on different train tracks, just for stability. Inhale up with the arms, warrior one. Exhale around towards the back, clasping the hands. Inhaling here, rolling the shoulders back, extending into the arms as much as you can, and then lifting that chest forward and up. Breathing into that space, into that openness. One more time, inhale here. And then exhale, unclasping the hands, coming down with the torso, flipping and swiveling the toes, bringing the back knee to the mat, untucking the feet. And then coming all the way back to tabletop position. Inhale here, tucking the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward, starting to step forward, big toes to touch, forward fold, so bending the knees, allowing the head and the neck to rest forward, hanging. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, high mountain. And then exhale, taking that back bend, cactusing the arms once again. So a slight back bend, slight arch into the back. Inhale, coming up. One more time. Exhale, open. Inhale up. Exhale, round towards the back, clasping the hands once again. and opening up the chest, extending the arms, maybe even bringing the arms slightly away from the body. Inhale here, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, folding all the way forward, allowing the clasped hands to come up and over the head. And then gently bending the elbows, releasing that towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling the spine up, all the way up into our mountain pose. So stepping to the top of your mat, just going to flow through a few warrior twos. So for warrior two, we're going to start in a high lunge. So bending the right leg, stepping the left leg back, and allowing that knee to make a 90-degree angle. Slight micro bend to the back knee, so not overextending, losing the integrity in the back. Really allowing that pelvis to tuck underneath us so that we have a long, straight, neutral spine. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, opening the hips, allowing the hips and both hip bones to face forward the lengthways of your mat. Deep bend into that right leg once again. Gazing over the right fingertips, and the arms are in line with the shoulders, really making the longest line, almost like a capital T that you can imagine. Inhaling here. Exhale, maybe going a bit lower, deepening that bend into the left knee. The right foot is really grounded and rooted on the floor. So thinking of the outer blade on the pinky side of the foot, grounding onto the floor. So we don't want the foot rolling. We really want the entirety of the sole of the foot to be on the mat. One more time, beautiful warrior twos. Inhale here. And then exhale, straightening the leg. Coming back into that little high lunge, reaching up in the arms, swiveling the feet. And then stepping all the way to the top of the mat. Taking a moment. Taking a breath. On to the other side. So inhale. You don't have to turn around. I'm just doing it for you so you can see me. Inhale, bending the left knee this time rather. Extending the right leg back. And once again, a slight micro bend to the back leg. Deep bend to the front leg. And really thinking of sending those sitting bones down rather than back. Inhale, up with the arms. Exhale, opening up. So I am mirroring you. Deep bend into that left knee. Reaching with the fingertips, gazing over the left hand. And once again, rooting into the whole sole of the right foot. So the outer blade, the pinky toes, all grounded on the mat. Inhale here, exhale, maybe deepen into that left leg, bending the knee slightly more. For 3, for 2, for 1, beautiful. Inhale, high lunge, swiveling the back toes, reaching up with the arms, and then exhale all the way up, mountain pose. Just taking a moment here. Taking a breath. Inhale, exhale, allowing the body to fall forward, forward fold. And then meeting in tabletop, so just lowering one leg, lowering the other. And then coming to sit on the mat. Sitting on the heels. Just taking a moment to rest. I'm going to show you just a little bit of a peak posture to play around with, to maybe practice, to keep in mind. Just a bit of a challenge. So this posture is called Camel. We will today be doing baby camel. So coming onto our knees, You can just watch me first if you would like me to demonstrate first. Tucking the toes and bringing the hips stacked on top of the knees. So really active in the front body, active in the core. Maybe just rocking back slightly, feeling that activation in the thighs and the quads and the hammies. And you really want to still keep that core active, not to bend into the back. So we're thinking of creating a long line, a long plank almost going backwards, and then coming back up. So just getting that activation. So that is the feeling we want to keep in the entirety of the posture. So going into camel, we inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bringing hands to the base of our spine. So just above the buttocks, fingertips reaching down, or pointing down rather. Inhale, reaching the chest up. And then exhale, bending the back slightly, reaching the back up and over the hands or wrists. And allowing that chest to open towards the ceiling. So feeling that activation in the legs as we did before when we rock back. Allowing your back to be supported by an active core. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Lowering the body, lowering the arms, and just coming to a nice comfortable seat on your heels. So we'll flow through that one more time together. Coming with me, inhale, onto the knees, feet are hip width apart, hips stacked on top of knees. Tucking the toes, active into the core, rocking back, feeling that activation in the legs and the hammies and the glutes, and then rocking forward. Inhale up with the arms. Exhale around, bringing fingertips facing down, and the heels of your hands are almost in that nook underneath the ribs. Inhale, lifting the chest, allowing the shoulders to roll down and back. And then exhale up and over the hands, just slightly. It's a small movement, it's not a very large movement, but it's such a nice opening and activation into the chest. Active into the legs. One more inhale and then exhale in, gently coming out. Head is the last thing to come out of this posture. Untucking the toes. Bringing the sitting bones towards the heels and then just sitting onto the shins. Closing the eyes, allowing that to settle. And then rolling on to one side of the body. Just allowing the legs to unfold in front of you, coming to a seated position. So knees are tucked or bent in towards the chest, soles of the feet on the floor. Inhale, lifting the arms. And exhale, rolling all the way down through the spine, active in the core. Maybe going as slow as you can, just to feel that activation. And coming all the way down. Beautiful. Tucking the knees in even further. Heels are in towards the sitting bones. Maybe the fingertips can even graze the heels slightly. Arms next to us at our sides. Inhale, exhale, lifting and tucking the sitting bones, lifting it all the way up for bridge. Active in the legs. And exhale down. We'll take 2 more of those. So inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, rolling up, tucking the sitting bones first, the tailbone. Rolling every individual vertebra up, articulating through the spine. Exhale down. Beautiful. Hugging the knees in towards the chest. Rocking from side to side. Taking a moment and then extending the left leg, hugging this right knee in. And exhale up and over, spinal twist, allowing that right knee to fall to the left side. Both shoulder blades are grounded on the floor. And if your knee doesn't reach the floor, that's perfectly fine. Maybe closing the eyes, feeling the spinal twist, bringing out all the tension here. And then inhale, coming back up gently to center, hugging that knee in. Switching it out, extending the right leg, bending the left. Hug, inhale, exhale, allowing that left knee to fall to the right side. Spinal twist. Again, both shoulder blades on the floor. Maybe taking a moment to close the eyes once again. One more breath here. And then inhale, coming back to center, guiding that knee, squeezing it into the chest. Right knee joins, so both knees into the chest. Really into a tight little ball, hugging both knees in. A full body embrace, giving yourself some love, some gratitude here. Maybe rocking from side to side. Inhale, lifting the head, the neck, the upper body, and really activating into every muscle, scrunching the face, flexing the feet, active in the legs, the arms, the shoulders, the neck. Inhale here and exhale. Let it go. Extending out. Both knees come to the mat. Both legs extending long. Feet are hip width, or rather mat width apart. Toes flopping out to the side. And we're preparing for our Shavasana, our relaxation. So I invite you today to bring both palms on top of the heart as we did in the beginning. Disengaging the muscles, disengaging the legs, allowing the pelvis to be heavy into the mat. Allowing the chest to be heavy and the arms to be heavy on top of the chest. A slight tuck of the chin, just to lengthen out the back of the neck. And then closing the eyes if they aren't already. Feeling your body here. Feeling it start to regulate, start to slow down. Feeling the gentle rise and fall of the chest with every inhale, with every exhale. And then allowing the breath really to simply be in its natural rhythm. Simply just being aware of the breath and how it flows in and out through the lungs. We're not trying to change it, not trying to attach any meaning, just simply letting it be. I would like you to take a moment to really thank yourself for showing up on the mat, for giving yourself this time and this space. And lying here on the mat with your hands to your heart, I wish you a beautiful evening, a beautiful day, wherever you are. And I wish for you to always stay with this feeling of opening the chest, opening the heart, and allowing to give, to receive. Allowing the love to flow in and out. Because we know when we fill up our own cups, we have so much love to give to others. When you are ready, you can slowly start to bring some movement back into the body. Maybe wiggling the toes, taking some gentle ankle and wrist rotation. Rocking the head from side to side. And then taking a really nice, long, deep, full body stretch, reaching the arms up overhead. Breathing as if you're waking up in the morning. And then coming to lie on one side, cradling the head underneath the arm. Coming into a small little fetal position. And then when you're ready, making your way up to a seated position, still keeping the eyes closed. Once again, hands coming to the heart, on top of the chest. Bowing the chin to chest. Thanking yourself. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today.